I'm Travis Beery with the Pinball Company, and in today's video, we're going to be going over Star Wars Fall of the Empire on the LE, and for this particular video, I'm going to be going over some basic strategies, some basic rules, so if you don't know what to do on the game yet, by the end of this, you'll know exactly what to do. And as I show you this, I'm going to also have gameplay at the end of this video showing you a couple of different strategies that might help you out at either launch parties or tournaments, or if you're just happening to go for a high score at your local arcade. And the first thing to know based off the rule card is the rebel missions. And if you look from left to right, you'll notice there's these targets at each particular shot that spells out force. And you'll see that there's 5 of them total. And what you just need to do in order to light your rebel missions, which are located at each major shot of the game, you'll just have to spell out force. And for the default, you just have to hit the targets, I believe it's 3 times total, because it'll spot another letter for you as you make that progression. And the next thing you know is Battle of Hoth Multiball. And the way that you get this, you'll notice at the droid shot, there's a light lock target right below the AT-AT or the AT-AT. You'll simply just hit that once, and that will qualify your locks at the Luke shot, where there's a dead-end VUC that will feed back to your left flipper. You'll just hit that 3 times for your locks, and you'll be off to multiball. The next thing is Death Star Multiball. Now, of course, if you look out on the playfield, you will see a Death Star sculpt at the Lando shot. And all you'll do is just simply hit that sculpt once as a bash toy. It will open up and allow you for 3 physical locks. Once you lock a ball 3 times in there, or you hit that shot 3 times, it will then start Death Star Multiball. And the next thing is Jabba events. Now, if you notice, there is on the right-hand side, there's a drop target right there that I believe is called the Salacious Crumb drop target. Hopefully I got that right. But that's located at the Chewie shot, which also acts as a Sarlacc pit once you get above, which is just the Whirlpool shot right below our Jabba sculpt. Now, in order to access this ramp, you're going to hit down that drop target twice in order to get your Jabba events ready to go. And once you hit that shot, you'll notice that when the ball's going around, you'll have three objectives that you can choose from. You'll simply just use the action button to choose which one you want to play, or you can just let it spin around in timeout, and the game will choose it for you. The next part that's a major feature in the game is Falcon Features. Now, you'll find this on the Premium and LE right up the middle. Simply just hit the middle ramp over and over again, and you'll eventually start it. Now, in order to qualify it, you'll notice the ramp, it goes up and down. When it's down, you'll have to hit the back side of that shot just so many times, the ramp will come up, and that's when your Falcon's ready just to start spamming the middle until your Falcon feature starts. Now, these features could be a multi-ball, they could be separate modes, but the thing to understand is that they can take place and they can happen while you're in another mode. So you could, in theory, have a rebel mission going while in a Falcon feature at the same time. The next thing up is the Darth Vader modes, which is located at the left scoop. Now, in order to access this or qualify it, you'll simply go over the end lanes, which are noted by the Empire inserts. You go over those enough, you'll see the Darth Vader insert light up red, which indicates that that shot is ready to start a Vader mode, or at least qualify your Vader mode. Now, once you do that, the ball will kick back out, and you'll see that all major shots are lit. Now, once you hit one of those major shots, that will then start your Vader mode, and then you just follow whatever the game's telling you to do at that point. Then, of course, this game is combo heavy. If you look on the playfield, you'll notice each of the major characters have yellow inserts with their names in there. When it's lit up, that's available for a combo, and I'm sure as this code evolves, that'll play even a bigger part of the overall rule set. And the last thing to know is the pop bumpers act as ion cannons, which you hit those enough, you'll eventually qualify your playfield multiplier, and that's noted by the rebel inserts that are located at each major shot. You simply hit that shot when it's flashing or when it's pulsing, and then it'll become solid, which indicates that that particular shot is worth 2x points now. All right, enough of all that. Let's get to the gameplay and let's go over some basic strategy of this game. And one of the things to keep in mind with this, we are on default. This isn't competition or anything like that. Competition might be a little bit different. We are also on the latest code as of this recording, which I believe is 0.85, hopefully not 0.86 yet. I think it's 0.85. Either way, I'm going to show you guys some basic strategies to this. Now, keep in mind, when you're on a Premium or LE, of course, your Jedi save, you can use your action button, and you'll notice down below, you could control the ball, try to whip it. into the shooter lane or try to throw it back out to the playfield. And a lot of people don't understand how to qualify this. The easiest way to do it is just hit your orbits. It's based off spins, based off your spinners. And if you look on the upper right-hand side of the LCD, you'll notice it says Jedi, and every single time you hit one of the orbits or a spinner shot, you will notice that those letters start to fill up. Once you spell out Jedi, that's what will qualify your Jedi ball save. So that's something to keep in mind. Now for me personally, you can actually play this game and pretty much just focus on the middle, and that will get you a lot of places. The first Lightspeed, or the first Falcon feature is Lightspeed Multiball, which is pretty helpful and can be worth pretty lucrative points right off the bat. So let's go ahead and show you that basic opener right now by flubbing around. And the other thing to keep in mind too, that you can do, you can also, kind of what I did right there, you could aim after a force target while your ball save is lit in order to try to get your middle ramp qualified. So you'll notice right there, I hit it once, you see Falcon's enabled, and now I can just hit the center ramp over and over and over again, and eventually that will light my multiball and start my multiball. But I want to stack it, so therefore I'm going to go for the C target in order to light my modes out in the playfield. All right, now they're all lit, so I'm going to try to get under control. And I want to go up the middle here. That's what I want to do. All right, so we're under control. Now, for these particular missions, the colors, I believe, represent the different types of missions. I think it's yellow is the very first level of the mission, green is the second level, and cyan, I hope I'm saying that right, apologies if I'm not, that is the third level to it. Or it might not be levels, it's just different types of missions associated with that particular character. But anyhow, we're gonna go up the middle now. You're gonna notice we immediately start a mode, but we're still focusing on it. We're in Where's Luke, but I also want that multi-ball, which is really close right now. So all shots are hurry-ups, but we're still up the middle. And now our multi-ball has started. So once I do multi-ball, or once I start multi-ball, now the Sarlacc pit is my main focus, because you'll see on the LCD, this will come up, my add-a-ball is now qualified, which is great. Add-a-ball event ready. So now I'm free just to jam out on shots, which we're going to keep doing. And we're getting our super jackpots is what we're doing over and over and over again until that goes away. So it's away, old man drain, that's okay. Now we can just start spamming shots because I got my add-a-ball. And the reason why I say spamming shots is because once you get your add-a-ball, you will have a ball save, just for a few. Ball save's gone now, so I gotta try to get under control. And naturally, I immediately get out of control. But you notice pretty quick, we get through Lightspeed right there, we get through our missions, and now we know the Han modes are all worth 2x because I finished that first mission. So that's an important part to understand about this game. So now what I'm gonna do is I wanna show you basically what happens when you keep working middle shot. So you notice you got some rebounds coming, out of control. You'll see Vader modes are now lit, or now qualified. But you'll notice we have the middle lit again. So I can still spam middle to get a Falcon feature going. And then the other thing to understand is I still have to hit one more force target in order to light my modes. And if you see on the far right, the E target is blinking, which means I need to hit that in order to light my, my Rebel modes. But I got two more for Falcon here, got one more for Falcon. So now it's ready, and now we're in, I believe that's No Moon. So you'll notice I'm in the Falcon feature, you see it going, but my missions are now lit because I hit the last E target. I'm gonna go up the middle, start a Han mission, while at the same time, I have the Falcon features going as well, and I'm gonna drain immediately. Why not? But that gives you an idea of the sequences you can do right there. You can start your Falcon feature and then start your mission. All right, so we'll get out of that. And we're gonna stick on that same thing. If you notice on the LCD, it says 3 shots enable Millennium Falcon. And that means that I have to do exactly what I just did right there. So I used the ball save to do that. Got it done quick. Now I have 7 shots to get my Falcon feature. So I can keep working middle here or accidentally miss a shot. I have a Jabba event ready because I dropped that drop target down 2 times. So that's why that's available on the right-hand side. But I want to stick with this because I want to show you Falcon features. Not quite. Okay, one more. Okay, now it's ready. And we're off. Woo. Just got to complete the shot. All right, here we go. Let's go. Okay, it's going to go over to the right side. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it's still fun. Okay, so now that I got my missions lit, I'm going to start Han. Because remember, I have 2X. Now this is backhandable. It won't spin around much, but it is backhandable, just like you saw right there. So blue shots, because I got the multipliers going. It might even be worth 3X now because I've done it twice. But that's where you see this value coming from. So we're going to keep ripping shots too, because we are still in our Falcon feature. Okay, so we got through that real quick. But you'll notice the score halfway decent. Not really thinking too much, just trying to go a certain direction with the game, take what the game's giving us. So we're up to 160. Now, okay, perfect. I want to do this anyways. Now we're in the Darth Vader mode. So you'll see we still have access to all of our shots. Now, depending what shot I hit, that'll be what shot we're in. So Death Star 2 plans, all because I hit the Death Star. I mean, it's fairly straightforward, right? It's telling me what to do. I'm going to immediately drain. Couldn't save the ball, but we tried. So there you go. So there's that general opener. Should be super easy to follow. You're just basically middle some more, hit some force targets. That's the idea of it. That's a super generic strategy, but that being said, it's a strategy that you can do in order just to get your feet wet. Now, what I don't want you to mistake this for is that all the points are in the middle ramp. It's not. That's just one way you could go about this. There's still many other ways to approach this. So let's go ahead and show you the second way to go about this game. All right, another version of this game that you could do is you could totally focus on Hoth Multiball. So you could use your ball save during this time to flail around, of course. But what I'm trying to say is use it to get your locks lit. So we got that, we're qualified, we're good. Now I'm going to also use this to get Han ready, because it's good to have your first Falcon ready to go as well, no matter what. Even if you're going for Hoth Multiball. So right here, we notice we got we got all 3 locks qualified, and we're going to immediately drain because why not? Now what I want to do is I want to get 2 locks ready to go on Hoth, and then I'm going to bring in a mode. Hopefully I'm not going to drain so fast this time. So there's our first one. And again, basic strategies. That's what we're all about. Okay, there's a Han combo, get under control. Okay, there's 2. So now I don't want to lock my third ball yet. So I need to hit the R and the E is what I need to aim for right now. Of course, it's going to take a little bit here. Okay, so we're good. So now we got our modes lit. Now, what I want to do is I want to hit the Luke shot because now I'll get a multi-ball and a mode stack. That's my goal anyways. Another thing I could do, although it's kind of dangerous, because I could accidentally hit the light lock or the droid's target there and start the droid's mode, I could aim for one of the pop bumpers because I only have one more shot to get my playfield multiplier ready. But I'm not going to worry about it right now. We're just going to go straight into it. And we're going to see what we can get. So we're leaving Dagobah. I totally pronounced it wrong. I forget how to say that. But we're in Battle of Hoth. So now, what I want to do is, again, prioritize add-a-ball. So we hit that Starlight Pit first. We get our spins. We have our add-a-ball ready to go. Now I can just start jamming on shots. There's no point to trapping up right now just because I have a ball save. So I'm looking for shots that I can take that are lit, that also return back to flippers. So if I want to get my mode shot, which I'm getting trapped up, I need to hit the left orbit, because that's what's lit for both. Okay, nice little combo. Need to get rid of this quick. Did not get rid of it quick enough. Okay, it's all right. We're not going to use our out-of-ball yet. We're going to hold on to it, and try to get this mode finished. All right, I need to hit the right orbit. Got 9 seconds left. All right, so now we're going to take our out-of-ball, and I got to hit the Luke shot in order to finish the mode. All right, we got under control. We're good. Mission's complete. Now my Luke modes will be worth 2x if I want to play it again. So from here, I need to get under control because I don't have another out-of-ball. All right, we're good. So now I got choices. I can shoot that to collect the double jackpot and build the super jackpot up more. So I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to hit some other shots to get it built. There's a double jackpot. Again, I'm holding on to that right side no matter what. I'm not going to jailbreak yet. All right, now we got to get under control because now we got our super jackpot lit. Nope, not going to quite get up there. All right, that's all right. We'll let it go. Try to do it over under here. That would have been cool. All right, clear it out. Kind of dangerous. I could have probably just played that a little bit different. Right, we're going to drop. All right, we're good. We're good. I'm going to try to clear up to the scoop and then back in. So we're going to try to park the ball. Didn't quite get there. All right, now we're good. Let's try to get it. All right, sweet. So the super jackpot. And because we got the super jackpot, we get another ball that kicks out, and we get a ball save. So that's what you're seeing right there. Of course, if you have a ball save, go ahead and start jamming on shots. Don't hold the flippers up. All right, now we're going to get back under control because ball save's gone. Okay, we're going to hit that, get it under control. All right, let's see what we got here. We're going to keep trying to control the ball, get it back to a flipper. All right, see what we can do here. Let's see, we can collect the double jackpot if we wanted to at the AT-AT or the AT-AT, or I can keep ripping other jackpots, which I'm going to keep doing. So we're just going to keep building up the value. That's the goal. Okay. Oh boy, that's not good. That's all right. We'll take one for the road, because why not? All right, still got the super lit. We're going to take that for 30. And then at this point, because we did one of our Luke modes, it would actually be advantageous to get into Luke again, just because it's worth 2x value at this point. I'm going to try that. We're going to discover the Force, but now we still have our Lightspeed Multiball lit. Or we still have it available at the center ramp, so I'm going to go after center ramp next. So we're going to ignore this mode for now until we get the multiball lit. And then, of course, once multiball's lit, we're trying to go after the Sarlacc pit. We're selling out for that. So that's where the ball, or the extra ball is, or the add-a-ball. That's what I'm trying to say. So we got our add-a-ball. Now, we can start chopping down some points elsewhere. Now, I hope Luke is still giving the 2x. I could have swore that's what it was, but just in case I'm leading you guys incorrect, I may have to double check my my homework here. All right, we got a super lit, but I got to get under control to get it. And super's gone. I got to figure out the sequence of that too. There's definitely so many that you could do for that. All right, we're gonna let that go. Completed our mission at the Luke. shot. I have my Addaball, it's going. Just waiting for everything to catch up here. All right, there's Addaball. And there's immediate drain. Anyways, we're going to try to build up value as much as we can. Let's go ahead and clear that ball out. Oh, we got hyperspace loops ready to go too. So I guess I went from wanting to build up value to now I'm just like, okay, moth to a flame, why not? Just got to complete my shot. It's not the easiest thing, talking and trying to manage a multi-ball at the same time. All right, there's our super. Still in hyperspace, still growing that right ramp. That was close. Let's try for it. Missed it. Let's try for it again. Didn't quite get there. That's all right. All right, so hyperloops are gone. And now, as you can tell, basic strategies, I've just stuck to Hoth Multiball and Luke modes while utilizing the first Falcon feature. That's how we got to this point in the game. It's not really that difficult to do in terms of understanding what you're doing and why you're doing it and when you're doing it. But that's how you get to this point in the game. Now, I think from this point, we see Darth Vader's lit. Let's go ahead and take some Darth Vader modes. Let's see what happens. Now earlier, I accidentally hit the Death Star, showed Death Star 2, and immediately did nothing. Oh, but we're in Mynock first, never mind. Psych. All right, so this one is very similar to a multi-ball off attack from Mars, which for some reason, I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. I know somebody's screaming at me right now. But anyways, in this multi-ball, you're just simply going up the middle as often as possible. And eventually you're going to collect some points and you're going to collect a extra ball eventually. Let's go ahead and just drain out of this, get out of that. All right, perfect. So now, because I hit the center ramp at the last second, it got me in a mode. So I had a mission ready to go. Now I have my Falcon enabled as well. So again, if you want to, you can just simply do this because you have 45 seconds. And those are pinball seconds pretty much to finish this particular mode or any mode. You can go ahead and just bring a Falcon feature into it with you. There we go. So now I can double up on some of the shots if I wanted to and get more points. Because why not, right? We're just taking simply what the game's giving. Anything that's lit, we're gonna hit. Oh, it actually gave me credit. All right, final shots on Luke. It's all right. Skill issue, here we go. Let's get it. There you go, mission complete. So Han modes are now 2x, and because we've dropped down the drop target a couple times, that Starlight Pit is lit for our Jabba events. So let's go ahead and take a Jabba event if I can. Might as well show this to you as well. Because just as you play through the game, more stuff opens up for you, which is great. All right, so we're in here. I personally like to play Rancor. That's my favorite one. So again, keep this super easy, barely an inconvenience for you. Hit the orange shots. That's all you're doing. And you want to hit them quick because it builds up value, it builds up just score, it builds up points, and it's just fun to do. All right, let's go here. We got a 3x shot coming up. Okay, we got it. Oh, I missed the easiest shot. Classic. Classic me. Okay, now it's reading. I was kind of scared there. Oh, so close. So this is why I like Rancor right here, because the value is just really great. And if you have a playfield X on there, it could be worth a pretty good chunk of points. Pretty good chunk. All right, let's follow it. Let's nearly brick it. Come on. Now I tried to do something there. Tried to backhand that on the fly. There's no way I could do that. Maybe you can, I don't know. Oh no, I lost my shot. That's all right. And I don't think that there's a timer on this per se. Maybe there is. We'll see. Let's see how many brick shots it takes till we finally get there. Okay, maybe 18 brick shots. I think that's my prediction right now. Too many brick shots. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's good. But there you go. Rancor is worth over 100 million. So I pretty much shown you the general openers that you could do if you're choosing to go after Battle of Hoth or even up the middle or using Rancor. Really, you can stick with these and get to places where you want to go in the game, if that makes sense. So other than that, that's all I got for you right now. We'll start developing more as we go along, more ideas, more strategies, especially leading up to the launch parties that you guys have coming up. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. I greatly do appreciate it. And until next time, I'll catch you guys on the next one.